Hello, Sisel World. I am so pleased to come to you today via video. I know that it is an interesting time for sure. As many of you are working from home, like always, I thought it would be nice if we could visit your home virtually since we can't be there physically. First, I want to thank all of our frontline caregivers and first responders, our nurses, doctors, administrative staff, police, firemen and women, EMTs, those of you working tirelessly to keep us safe and healthy, treating our family and friends. It's an incredibly noble thing for each of you to do. I would also like to send our love and support for those of you that have had to deal with the pain and agony of this difficult time. So, we thought it may be nice to hear from a few of our corporate team members and allow them to share some thoughts and ideas as it relates to the times that we are currently in. If you have some ideas on what you would like to see, please send us suggestions on those topics that would be relevant during this time. So, let's get started, and I hope you enjoy this series. Hi everybody, I'm sitting here with Milo Acosta, literally our North American Director of Sales, and I'm kind of excited to talk to you for a minute here because I'm thinking about some of the things that we've seen, monumental growth over the last number of months. And what do you think? What do you attribute that to?
Well, what can I say? It's a little bit of everything, really. You know, the products are awesome. People are been talking to people every single time, ever since this happened with this whole situation. People are getting in contact with their groups. They're doing meetings by mail. They're sending tons of literature out there, keeping in contact, three-way calls, conference calls, webinars. You know, the good thing is that we're still here helping, these different leadership, doing the meetings and helping them with the corporate side of it.
Well, and that is, it brings up a good point. I mean, you're used to being on the road literally 60 to 70% of the time, little town to little town, city to city, state to state. Now all of a sudden you're kind of working remotely with all of these people. Right. What are some of the tips and tricks that you can give some of our distributors and the people that are looking for a way to understand better how to build their business in a time like this?
Well, there's a lot of sales tools. We have the app. I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure you guys know about the app. There's this great sales tool that people are using to send out product information pages, the videos. You guys can do all sorts of things with the app. So people are using that, like I was saying, just the conference calls, utilizing the people that are looking for an opportunity right now. Things we weren't ready for this, to be honest with you, and people were super on our bubble with our jobs and everything, and all of a sudden this happens and they're looking for an extra income, and they want to make sure that they have enough to feed their family. So they're looking for a company that has great products and a great comp plan that they can that they feel comfortable with working and doing this as a part-time until things start getting better.
Well, and it's interesting too because I remember you were in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. Yeah. You were out there doing meetings, but I think if I remember correctly, you had at least another week that you would be on the road. And Milo calls up and he says, "Hey, things are happening right now." And it was a surprise attack. I mean, as I remember, I was in Europe at the time when it really started to become a worldwide pandemic. So you called up and said, "Hey, I think I got to jump on a flight and get out of here and get home." Yeah. And it was literally right in the nick of time where they started shutting down borders and states and going into a stay in place.
Yeah, it was. So we went to Punxsutawney. I was with Amanda and Katie Ann, and we went to a restaurant, and the waitress said, "You know what? You guys are one of our last customers because we're going to be closing the restaurant tonight because of a government issue." So I'm like, we were so focused on doing meetings for the whole previous week, and we had like 4 or 5 meetings left during that week, and I'm like, okay, things are getting real. You know, I wasn't really sure because I was so focused on doing meetings, on supporting people, on supporting different teams that we just I kind of lost just a sense of time where we're being there. But the good thing is that people are still connected, they're still doing their thing, they're still helping people get duplicate and spread, focusing on spreading the Mauer mission with people. So yes, it was a different situation for sure.
Probably one that I don't think you or I have ever dealt with.
No,
I mean,
never.
There's a couple of crises in our life, but nothing like this. So,
Never.
well, Milo, thank you for being here. And again, folks, if you need Milo, if you need his help, if you need my help, but if you need our help in supporting your teams, jumping on calls, doing webinars, doing helpful meetings, if you will, from a distance, we're here to help. So, Milo, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.